Morning grade 1. Welcome to your science lesson for today. As you already know, we are doing unit 1, which is engineering design process. We are on lesson 2 and we are going to see lesson check today, which is on page 31, 32 and 33. The objective for our lesson of today is to review the questions to check understanding of lesson 2. Now what I want you all to do is to make sure that you have your books with you and that you open them on page 31.
Max takes his dog Ella for a walk. Ella keeps pulling on the leash. It's driving Max crazy. How can Max solve this problem?
They're asking you, how would you design a leash to solve the problem of a dog pulling during a walk? Be sure that your answer includes the name of steps in a design process, and you have to tell how would you use the steps to solve the problem. Do you know the answer to this question? I'm sure you do. Let's look at the answer now. I would define the problem first, then I would plan and build two solutions. Why would you need two solutions? Because it's not always necessary that the first solution you think of actually works. If it does not, you should have a backup solution with you. Next, I would test the solution and then I would redesign one of my solutions to make it better. Lastly, I would communicate my solution to others so that they can use the same solution, and if needed, they can make changes to it and make it better. Let's look at the questions on page 32 now. Question 1. How do you understand a problem in step 1 of a design process? Choose all the correct answers. Now students, if you remember, in order to fully understand a problem, it is necessary to make observations and ask questions to gather enough information about the problem. What are the correct answers for this question? Let's see. Do you think we have to ask questions in order to understand a problem in step 1? Let's see. Yes, we have to ask questions. Do we have to make observations? Let's see. Yes, we need to make observations as well. And lastly, do you think we need to gather information in order to understand the problem in step 1? Let's see. Yes. So we decide in order to understand a problem in step 1 of design process, we have to do the three things mentioned here. We have to ask questions, make observations, and we have to gather enough information. Let's read question 2 now. Which step of a design process does this photo show? Is it A. Define a problem, B. Plan and build, or C. Communicate? What do you think is the answer? What do you think the girl is doing in the picture? Let's see the answer now. It's B. She's trying to plan and build a solution to the problem. Let's read question 3 now. Gabriel uses a design process to build a back scratcher. He tests the back scratcher. It is not long enough. What should he do next? A. Throw out the back scratcher. B. Communicate his solution. Or C. Find ways to improve it. Now when he tested his solution, it did not work. So he needs to redesign it and test again. So what could be the answer then? It's C. He should find ways to improve his problem solution. Now children, open your book on page 33. Let's look at question 4 now. Kim builds a clay boat. The boat needs to be strong enough to hold a few pennies. How will Kim know her boat works? Let's look at the picture now. What do you see? I see Kim. I see a boat in her hand and a bowl full of water. So what do you think she's doing? Let's look at the options first. Is it A? She will test to find out if the boat floats. B. She will test to find out if the pennies float. Or C. She will test to find out if the water is high enough. She made a clay boat, so the first thing she has to do is to make sure if her solution actually works or not. So let's see the answer now. It's A. She will test to find out if the boat floats. Let's see question 5 now. Joanne builds a shelf for her books. The shelf keeps falling over. He finds new materials and rebuilds it. What problem is he solving? Is it A. Joanne's books are not light enough? B. Joanne's shelf is not strong enough? C. Joanne does not have enough books? What could be the answer? Let's see now. It's B. Joanne's shelf is not strong enough. Now children, you should remember that Joanne had to observe the shape and stability of his design in order to improve it. Using stronger materials will help his bookshelf stay upright. This was all from your science lesson for today. Remember to do all the questions on your books. Take care of yourself. Bye.